If you're a baseball player dealing with chronic, nagging pain in your elbow or your shoulder, the kind of pain that just won't go away, I want you to listen closely. You've probably done all the things that you're supposed to do. You've spent months in rehab, you've rested, you've iced, you may have even gone to a chiropractor and gotten injections. Or if you're like me, you've gone through the hell of surgery thinking that might be the thing to finally fix you. And yet you're still here, still in pain. Maybe it feels better for a week or two, but as soon as you start to ramp up, that pinching in the front of your shoulder or that aching in your elbow at that next morning after you throw is still there. You're frustrated, you're confused, and if you're honest with yourself, you're probably scared that the pain's going to hold you back and limit your career before it ever truly begins. If that's you, I get it more than you know. My name's Connor Bedell, and in this video, I'm going to show you the reason for why everything that you've tried hasn't worked, and the one thing that you can do to address the root cause for your pain so that you can get back on the field playing at 100% without limitations. This is the same system that I used after 3 elbow surgeries in high school and being unable to throw a baseball pain-free for over 6 years. And it's the same system that I've used to help over 200 college and professional athletes get back on the field playing pain-free. So if you're tired of the cycle of pain, frustration, and failed treatments, pay attention, because this is for you. To understand why this works, you first need to understand my story. Growing up, baseball was my entire life. By the time I was 15, I was a legitimate Division I prospect. I had the same goal as my identical twin brother of playing at the highest levels, and he made it. He was a perfect game All-American, was a standout pitcher at Mizzou, was drafted in the 4th round by the Cardinals, and is currently in AAA. We had the same genetics, the same work ethic, but our career went in 2 very different paths. Because while he was getting better, I was getting hurt with not 1, not 2, but 3 surgeries in high school. 3. And after all that and all the rehab, I was still in pain with countless cycles of PT that failed. I went to every expert with every new gadget and nothing worked. I was told that I was just unlucky and that my body was broken. And for a while, I actually believed that. Then, during a college internship, I was shown something called posture therapy. My supervisor was a certified postural alignment specialist, and he gave me a couple exercises to try to curb the pain that I was dealing with. They were meant to realign my hips and my shoulders, and to be honest with you, I was really skeptical because I didn't understand how working on my hips was going to help my elbow. But I was desperate, so I tried them. And I stood up for the first time in 6 years, and I threw a baseball pain-free. Not less pain, 0 pain. That was the moment that I realized I wasn't broken. I was just out of position. And since then, I've made it my life's mission to ensure that athletes don't have to go through the same pain and frustrations that I had to deal with. Since then, I've been able to help over 200 athletes get back on the field playing pain-free. Guys that were told they needed surgery, guys that have had surgery, guys who were just like me who had given up all hope. And more importantly, why has nothing worked for you? It's simple. You've been addressing symptoms, not the root cause. Think about it. When you go to a physical therapist with elbow pain, what do? They give you exercises for your elbow. They do soft tissue work. They focus on the symptoms. When you get surgery, what does a surgeon do? They repair the damaged tissue in the area of your shoulder or your elbow. They fix the thing that's damaged. But nobody stops to ask the question, why did it get damaged in the first place? It's not bad luck, and it's not that you're just injury prone. It's because the human body is a system of chain reactions. And if the chain is out of place, the stress is placed onto an area where it's not meant to be. And that's what leads to it failing and what leads to you getting injured. That's what's happening in your body. The root cause of your pain isn't your arm. It's your posture. It's the alignment of your entire body. When your hips are tilted forward or your upper back is rounded or your shoulders internally rotated, your body is forced to move in a compromised, inefficient way. It's literally physically impossible for your body to move in the way that it's meant to when the foundation below it is crooked. So every time you throw, you're creating micro stress. Your joints are grinding on one another. Your tendons and ligaments are having unnatural stress placed onto them. And that's why the pain keeps coming back, because you can do all the band exercises in the world, but if you're strengthening muscles on a misaligned body, you're getting better at being dysfunctional. So you are literally training to become more dysfunctional. Surgery can repair the damage, but if you go right back to how you were throwing on the same misaligned body, you're restarting the countdown clock to your next injury. It's a vicious cycle that's costing you. It's costing you playing opportunities. It's costing you scholarship money. It's costing you draft slots. You're watching guys that you know are less talented than you take every opportunity from you because you aren't healthy enough to be on the field. And as somebody who's experienced that, that is the most frustrating thing in the world. But what if you could finally break that cycle? What if you stop chasing symptoms and you finally address the root cause to get rid of this issue once and for all? That's what posture therapy does. We don't guess, we assess. We look at your body as an entire system. Your 8 load-bearing joints, your ankles, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. We identify where your body's out of position. And with those specific misalignments, we're able to see where in your kinetic chain that inefficiency is that's leading to the elbow or the shoulder pain that you're experiencing. And then we give you a personalized, targeted menu of exercises to correct your specific misalignments. These aren't generic exercises that you find on YouTube. These are exercises that are specific to your body. They're designed to reteach your muscles to hold your bones in the proper position. When we restore your body to the proper position, everything changes. Your joints are no longer grinding on one another. Your tendons and your ligaments have the stress taken off of them. You're able to move in a more efficient and powerful way. But most importantly, you're able to do this pain-free. This isn't just a theory. This is biomechanics. It's physics. Take Ethan Sutton, who was coming off a Tommy John and still having issues. We didn't just address his elbow. We addressed his entire foundation. We corrected his hip and his thoracic spine limitations that were leading to his arm having to do all of the work. The results? He's back on the field throwing harder and healthier than he ever has before. Or Ryan Delaney, who's had 3 elbow surgeries. 3. And still couldn't throw without pain. We worked on his alignment, and now he's able to get back on the field and compete at the Division I level, healthier than he ever has before, and throwing 6 miles an hour harder. And Logan Evans, who made his debut for the Seattle Mariners this year. He should have been in the league earlier, but he was plagued with constant low back pain and tight hamstrings. It wasn't until he started doing posture therapy that he finally unlocked the pain-free movement that he had always dreamed of. This is the difference. We're not just putting a Band-Aid over the bullet hole. We're extracting the bullet so that the body can heal from inside out. So here's how I can help you do this. I work with a small number of serious athletes in my online posture therapy program. It's completely personalized and a high-touch coaching experience. Here's what it looks like. We start with a comprehensive assessment over video call, or you can come see me in Chicago to start your program. I'll guide you through a series of specific movements and take some photos to identify every misalignment from your ankle to your head. Based on that assessment, I'll design a specific menu of corrective exercises specific to you. These are your specific drills to fix your specific issues, and I'll send you a video explaining how to do each one of them. Then we meet regularly via Zoom to reassess your photos and your exercises so that you're constantly moving forward towards perfect posture. You have direct access to me. You can send me video of you doing your exercises anytime. I am your coach throughout this entire experience. This isn't a cookie cutter program. This is 100% specific to you. And because it's online, you can do it anywhere in the world on your time schedule. We aren't just getting you out of pain. We're rebuilding your foundation so that you can become a more powerful, more explosive, and more resilient athlete. We're unlocking the movement and the performance that you have always dreamed of. Just like this athlete who said, I'm moving better and throwing harder with less effort. That's the goal. Not just pain-free, better. Now, you might be thinking a few things. Maybe you've already tried PT and you're wondering, how is this different? It's different because we're not just chasing the pain. We're addressing the structural foundation, and that's not something that most physical therapists do. They're addressing the symptoms. We focus on the entire system. Maybe you're thinking, what if this doesn't work for me? And honestly, I get it. You've probably been let down before, and that's why I offer a simple, no questions asked, money back guarantee. If you go through the entire program, you do your exercises daily, you submit the video for feedback, and you don't see noticeable improvements in your photos, your symptoms, or your movement quality, I'll send you your money back, no questions asked. The risk is entirely on me. You have nothing to lose but the pain. And maybe you're thinking, is this expensive? But let me ask you, what's the cost of staying where you are? What's the cost of another failed season? What's the cost of losing your scholarship or not getting drafted in the part of the draft that you know you're capable of? Or even worse, another surgery that costs tens of thousands of dollars. I can promise you this is not a 5-figure investment. I won't charge you 10 grand to join the program. This is an investment in your career, and it's the most important investment you could make, because without your health, nothing else matters. Now, I have to be honest with you, because this program isn't for everyone. This is for serious athletes only. Ones that are obsessed with getting better and are willing to do the work. It's for athletes who are ready to stop chasing symptoms and finally address the root cause for why they're still in pain. This is not for somebody who's looking for a magic pill or somebody that isn't coachable that's just gonna make excuses. I only work with a small number of athletes at a time so I can give them my full attention, and I only give those spots to the guys that are the most committed. If that's you, if you're ready to take control of your health and your career, here's what to do next. Click the button below to book a free discovery call with me or my team. On this call, we'll do a deep dive into your situation. We'll ask about your injury history, what you've tried in the past, what your goals are, and what you think is holding you back. It's not a high-pressure sales call, it's a strategy session where my team or I will give you an honest assessment of whether we think we can truly help you or not. If you're a good fit for the program, we'll talk about how you can get started. But if you're not, we'll be upfront about that, and we'll try to point you in the right direction for you. Look, you're at a crossroads. You can click away from this video and go right back to doing the same things that you were doing, getting the same results, and just hoping that the pain magically goes away. Or you can make a different choice. You can choose to address the root cause with a system that is proven to work. Time is the only thing you can't get back as an athlete. Every day you waste is a day of development that is gone forever. Don't let pain steal another day from your career. Click the button below and let's talk about how we can get you back on the field better than ever before.